Hello everyone! Happy full moon in Leo. How are you? I'm gonna start us off with some sage while people are coming in. I'm excited. So, full moon in Leo. So Leo is a fire sign. It's represented by the Sun card and the Strength card in tarot. And that's why I kind of wanted to do a little preview with those cards. Oh, that is a weird piece of sage. Hold on one second. Whoa. It's a lot of sage, but we'll go for it. So, yeah, Leo's a fire sign. I actually don't have any Leo in my chart, but I am a fire sign too. I'm a Sagittarius. But Leo is fixed fire. And we're in Aquarius season, which is fixed air. My goodness, that's a lot of sage. Well, it's really good to cleanse properly on the full moon and the new moon. Full moon in particular, it's just a lot of energy, right? So, what is this full moon in Leo about tonight? So there's a lot going on astrologically. Like I mentioned, we are in Aquarius season, and that's an air sign. So you have fixed air and fixed fire. And where Aquarius, with the sun being in Aquarius, is all about revolutionizing your life on a personal level and on a collective level. We're kind of revolutionizing things and the way we do things as a planet. And it's a lot about freedom, like I was talking about earlier this week, the freedom to be yourself, be an individual, and think of things from a different perspective, a freeing perspective. And then, you know, Leo is this energy of royalty, which is why I'm rocking this crown tonight. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna have to put out the sage here. But because, yeah, Leo is the performer of the zodiac. Out of all the signs, Leo is the most likely to be an actor. So I think that's kind of interesting. They do not mind taking center stage. And I feel like it's a really good time for us to tap into this energy. And then other exciting astrological things that are going on is Mars and Venus are conjunct today. So, you know, Mars is the divine masculine and Venus is the divine feminine. And they are conjunct in Capricorn today. So there's a lot of energy, and then they will move to Aquarius. And what this is the divine masculine and the divine feminine literally coming together. So in addition to it being the year of the lovers, there's this coming together of these two energies within us, and I think we're going to experience it on all levels. You know, like I think we'll experience a coming together of our divine feminine and divine masculine energies within us. I think that there is a lot of energy open to twin flames coming together. The veil feels very thin today. It's not Samhain, but it feels so thin to me. So I'd be curious to see what your experiences have been. So yeah, Mars and Venus conjunct and Capricorn and then Aquarius. So big day today, big portal that we're in. February has been, you know, another intense one. The Pluto returns happening, I believe, on the 22nd of February, 222. You know, there's a lot of things. And what the Pluto return is the Pluto is stationing to the same place. It's returning to the same place that it was at when the U.S. was formed. So revolutionary energy of all kind, but definitely there's a lot of energy around revolutionizing your own sovereignty. And I kind of want to focus on that tonight. And on top of that, you know, like, what does that look like for you? Like, for me, it's coming back to a sense of passion, but I guess the way I'm revolutionizing it for myself is like making that passion more softer than it was in my 20s or than ever before. I feel like the world is definitely in need of that. And so it's just like thinking of ways you can revolutionize and expand around love and creativity and your kind of sense of empowerment. So the sage is still going. Just gotta eventually snuff this out here. Some good crystals to work with tonight. Because Leo is a fire sign, the chakra associated with the fire element is the sacral chakra. So, and also for me, the solar plexus, but definitely the sacral. So I'm going to say, wear your orange stones tonight if you feel called. I mean, obviously work with whatever, but I am working with carnelian tonight, which is a stone that increases your energy, because I have felt kind of physically heavy. I feel like with all the energy going on, we're probably receiving kind of like a lot of new stimulating vibrations, frequencies, downloads. So I'm working with carnelian to kind of bounce that out and give myself an energy boost. The other one I'm working with is peach moonstone. Moonstone's really good one to work with on the full moon. I don't know if you can see how pretty that is, but that one's from the Sage Goddess. Peach moonstone is really good for your self-esteem too. So I'm working with that. And I'm also working with sunstone. This is a lighter sunstone. But it's gorgeous. There is just this weird film on my camera that's making everything look so glowy tonight. But yeah, I'm working with that. And sunstone is the stone of leadership. Sorry, that won't get clear. I just wanted to see, it's kind of like, it's speckled there, if you can see. So that's what I'm working with. So any orange stone you feel called to. Another great one to work with is ruby. Because ruby ignites your life force and your passion. And it helps you, if you are going through grief, it's said that those that we have lost come back to us in the form of rubies. And I'm holding space for a lot of people who I know, maybe not a lot, but a couple of Leos who are very important to me, who have lost people during this time. And so I'm really holding space for them today. So I'm working with ruby as well tonight. And those are my main stones. And I also did just get this beautiful flower agate from Bays Rock Shop up near Gilbertsville, PA. Flower agate is really good for bringing in positive energy, helping with stress relief. It brings in just all the positivity you could hope for, peace, beauty. This one happens to be from Madagascar. And if it's called flower agate because if you can see the little white formations there, kind of do look like flowers. And the camera is not doing it justice, but I love this piece. I love it. All right, so let me get into the tarot. I'm going to close the window and I'll be right back. So our sage is finally out. And we'll see what these energies have to say to us. Here live with this yet, and that does bring me to something else I wanted to talk about, which is, would you guys be open to me doing this on YouTube? I don't have a huge following over there. I think it's like 38 people, which is why I do come live on Instagram, because I've really built my community here, and I love it. But I also want to invite you over to my YouTube page. So I think next time for the new moon, I will be doing the video over there. And I think I just need to get to the point where I say that. Because I know that this format on Instagram isn't like what's trendy or popular. And while I'm not someone who follows trends, believe me, I just feel like it might be of interest to other people over there. So I kind of want to like bring everyone over and see how it goes and try it out. Because, you know, that's what this time is all about, trying new things. But I didn't want to do it without like kind of giving you a heads up. So the new moon is in Pisces. The next new moon we have will be during Pisces season for sure. Will be over on YouTube. But tonight I have you here Hopefully someone will join throughout, and this will be posted later. I don't have a ton of time tonight, but what I was feeling really called to do was a spread that recognizes the power of animals in our life. Because, you know, Leos are the lion of the zodiac. And I just wanted to engage with that energy as much as possible. And so what I was thinking of doing was doing a 6-card spread, but kind of doing more of a, instead of past, present, future, a mind, body, soul. And so that's what I'm doing. And yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm going to be using the Modern Witch Tarot first. And that's kind of going to represent where we are in our mind, body, and soul. And then, like, I kind of want to bring in the Animal Tarot to kind of give us these animal allies and, you know, archetypes, almost like familiar. But if you're not comfortable with that word, an animal ally to work with during this full moon and these messages. So yeah, I'm going to do mind, body, and soul. So where are we at collectively in our mind, in our bodies, in our soul? And I want to see if I can get a collective read on that, a general collective read. And as always, if you'd like a personal reading, it's best to, like, you know, message me a couple days before, or, you know, within 24 hours of when you want the reading, and then we can always set that up. I'm very much available. I have availability Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Saturday I'm going on a trip. So I'm very excited about that. I won't be free that day, but yeah, I have a lot of availability, so please do message me. I feel kind of airy tonight. Like, there is something wild about this full moon. It doesn't feel like anything else I've ever experienced. So I'm just, with that, I'm going to open the circle and get the cards out. And if anyone wants to join me, that's fine. I always get nervous that it's not. Oh, there you go. Hi, Thomas. How are you? So you caught me just in time. I'm just about to open the circle, and I'm wearing my crown because it's Leo full moon. I'm feeling into that empowerment that I hope you feel too. So if you just want to roll your shoulders back, call your energy into present time, I'm going to welcome in the guides and guardians, and we'll get some cards out and see what they have to say. I welcome in the guides and guardians of the East, element of air. Thank you so much for being here tonight to give us messages around new chapters and new doors that are opening in our lives. Thank you for letting us hear messages that we need to hear in a clear way that will be easy to understand. Thank you for helping us to see the signs and the new opportunities that lie ahead of us and are coming in. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the South, element of fire. Thank you so much for being here tonight with us on this Leo full moon, as Leo is most definitely a fire sign. Thank you tonight for helping us come into alignment with all we need to burn clean that no longer serves us. Well, thank you for helping us burn clean all that no longer serves us and coming into alignment with all that does serve us on a creativity level. Thank you for being here to give us messages of light, of love, of passion, of life force. Thank you for stirring the cauldron within us, the fire in our bellies, so to speak, and igniting that flame of passion and creativity in our lives and showing us where that's leading us at this time. Thank you for helping us and bringing in messages of positive transformation that are on the way. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the West, element of water, thank you so much for being here tonight to help us cleanse and purify all that needs cleansing and purification. And thank you for being here to bring in healing waters for our emotions, any sort of emotional healing that needs to take place in the West, we welcome in, as well as energy streams of abundance and flow that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the north, element of earth, thank you for being here tonight to help us ground into these energies of manifesting our dreams, of coming at things from a sense of empowerment. Thank you for keeping us safe and protected throughout the process, and thank you for helping us to stabilize and secure things in our life that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. I welcome you with so much gratitude into the circle. I also welcome into the circle in the north any spirit guides and ancestors of love and light that want to join us. And finally, I welcome in the element of spirit, which breathes life into all of the elements and us, and reminds us that magic is real. I welcome you into the circle with so much gratitude. I welcome in all energies of love and light and nothing else. And with that, the circle is open. The circle is open. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. Hello, hello. So yes, tonight I'm using, by the way, this selenite. So a lot of selenite that you see is actually satin spar, and they call it selenite. This is actual kind of like a different kind, like a raw kind of actual selenite. And this one's from Utah. I just got it today, and I thought it was so cool. So it's my new selenite one. So there's that. It's pretty exciting. Selenite brings in white healing light. And so I love it to open and close the circle. And satin spar will work for that too. It is a form of selenite, but they started calling all of it selenite. And that's fine, but I just, wanted to let you know what I'm using tonight. So this is selenite from Utah. Selenite from Utah. There we go. Woo! All right, so let's get the cards out here. See what they have to say. So I am going to pull 3 from the Modern Witch Tarot. And tonight's spread's going to be a mind, body, and soul. So where are we at as a collective? Mind, body, and soul. So I'm really curious to see what comes out. And then I'm also going to pull 3 from the Animal Tarot deck, which I don't use a lot, but I think is sweet energy. And being that it's a Leo full moon, I think that connecting with animals is something that a lot of us have gained so much comfort from during this time. So I really wanted to do that and do that in the cards just to give us something to smile about because we all need it. So I'm going to start off with the Modern Witch Tarot. Let me just say one more quick prayer. Dear God and Goddess, thank you for giving us messages of the highest love, light, and truth on this Leo full moon. Thank you for showing us ways to step in and stay in our power and our creativity and our passion and our life force. Thank you for helping us ignite that flame and also bringing in any new love that's on the horizon, being that Mars and Venus are conjunct in Capricorn today. Thank you for bringing in new love that will serve our highest good and deepening existing bonds that have already been made. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. Okay. I think I'm going to give the cards 3 shuffles tonight, just to get them good and ready. These ones are always tricky, because they're so glossy and they're so big, but it's all good. Alright. I'm really curious to see what pops out tonight. Because the energy has been not bad, but just definitely strange. Like, I feel like there's been this softness to the day, but I don't know. It just feels very like a liminal space, like we're in between realms or something like that. You know what? I'm going to do one more shuffle because it feels good. That last one felt good. I can tell we're getting somewhere. Yeah, there we go. I like to shuffle loudly. All right. Interesting. Well, that's really interesting. Okay, 3 cards popped out. All right. We're going to go with it because they really flew. So on the bottom of the deck we have, yeah, it is very strange energy. I can't really put a finger on it. Like right now, like, I feel like my voice sounds a little different than usual. Like the lighting in here is weird. Like I don't have a filter on my phone, but it looks different. So I'm just trying to roll with it the best I can, and I feel like it's not bad. I just think that with Mars and Venus being conjunct, that's the divine masculine, the divine feminine, you know, coming together in the sign of Capricorn. There's just a shift, and it's palpable, and it feels like a shift, you know. So on the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. So we are walking away from a lot of things that no longer emotionally fulfill us and walking towards things that do. This is perfect. I love that there's the moon the moon in the background there. Sorry. There we go. And it looks like we're getting out in nature here. I love this card. It just looks like camping, you know? Total vibes. And, you know, eights talk about cycles, and we're definitely coming into a new cycle with all this energy afoot. So that's the overall energy of this reading. And then we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's really weird because I kind of felt it upright, but I'll leave it in reverse. If I had to guess, I would say this is our mind, because the first thing I thought when I saw this is, yeah, it's ungrounded energy around new beginnings. Like, I do feel like new beginnings are coming in with the Ace of Wands. I do. But I feel like we're not really there yet all the way. Like, we're still walking, you know, if that makes sense. So aces are always gifts from the universe, and wands talk about energy and movement. I do think we're walking towards new beginnings, but we're still walking. So that's how I really feel this energy. And then I can't believe it, but the sun card did pop out. So heck yes, it does not get better than the sun card. Which makes me think that we are, in fact, you know, walking towards what's good for us. This is abundance, prosperity, fertility, which is another, you know, form of new beginnings of all kinds. You know, we're getting closer to spring, and this just feels so good. This is the card of Leo, associated with Leo. The red is passion. The horse is a symbol of purity. The child is innocence. The flowers kind of represent that fertility and growth. So this is abundance and prosperity that we are walking towards, even if we are still walking, even if it's not here yet. This is coming, this new beginning. So I feel like this full moon might be a second just to kind of catch our breath. It's like, but it's already underway, but there's still time. There's always time to breathe. So that's just the important thing to remember there. And then last up, we have one of my favorite cards, the Queen of Cups. So really interesting because, you know, Leo is a fire sign, and we do have the card of Leo here, but there is some water energy bouncing it out. And Queen of Cups is in touch with her intuition, with her inner mind, her inner knowing. So it's really interesting. I'm trying to figure out which one feels like mind, body, and soul. I mean, if I just read it across straight like that, this would be the mind. And I feel like being ungrounded in the mind might be affecting our bodies, so eventually we are going to have to turn this upright in order to receive it. But I think we will. It's just good to note that, and like, how do you do that? Basically, the way you turn this upright is preparing yourself for a new beginning, a new energy. So that sense of awareness, taking a minute to say, yes, I am ready for a new chapter, is really all you need to do in order to be open to aligning with this energy and receiving it. This feels like the body. So this is great. This is what we're moving into in our body. A time of abundance and prosperity. And you know, it's a deeper energy because this is what's in our soul, this like connecting to our inner knowing, to our intuition, to the depths, really. How deep do we go? And sitting in our emotional truth, I mean, it's a beautiful energy to be in. So it's a new cup, you know what I mean? It's not one of these. It's a new cup that's coming in. And, you know, another thing with this Mars-Venus conjunction, there has been a lot of talk about twin flames. It is the year of the lover. And I feel that with this card, even though it's just her. So I also feel a sense of sovereignty is like, that's what we're working towards. Like, being able to bask in the sun and in our inner knowing. And I really think that's what's kind of coming up for us. I'm really curious to pull the next set of cards. So the next set of cards I'm going to be using is the Animal Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. And it's just the softest deck. I haven't used it in forever. But I really wanted to connect in with that because I do feel like we just need some animal love and some animal wisdom, really. They're so much smarter than us in a lot of ways, so I wanted to connect in with that energy and see what's going on. So let me just say one more quick prayer. Dear God and Goddess, thank you for giving us messages around wisdom that may come at us from animals or nature and the world around us. Thank you for helping us to see and recognize signs that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. What can we as a collective learn from animals at this time and the archetypal wisdom of the tarot? Thank you for giving us messages of the highest love, light, and truth that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. Amen. Blessed be, harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Aho, and so it is. I picked like the most non-friendly shuffling decks because these ones are like really stiff. But let's do a couple here. I'm trying to keep all the cards upright. Alrighty. 2, and then just one more. There we go. Alright. Not the cleanest shuffle, but it got the job done. So here we go. What do we need to know around our mind during this Leo full moon? I'm trying so hard because I can see with the cat if they're upright or not. But let me just close my eyes so I can connect in with my own intuition here. Princess of Spring. Ha! That's so interesting because it's very much similar to the energy of this, which I turned upright, which feels like it wants to be upright. So I do feel, so Princess of Spring, so spring in this deck is Wands, the suit of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands. So super similar energy. So this is the new beginning coming in. And we have some butterfly mess in there, which is beautiful. And it says, the Monarch Butterfly, creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. What did I say? Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. Literally everything. Aquarius season is all about fresh and original ideas. So, yeah, creative opportunities that you feel passionate about are fluttering your way. I mean, it's not a lion, but it couldn't be more Leo full moon. Jeez, I'm just like throwing the cards tonight. Personal growth and broadened horizons will spark fresh and original ideas. I do feel like we're growing. I really do. It takes a lot of courage, which Leo is all about, to walk away from things that don't serve us. You know, we say it so often that we forget the courage that it requires because it's easier to stay sometimes. But this is energy that I don't think can be stopped. It's planetary. It's collective. So while you may be able to delay it, that will only make it more rough. And there are new beginnings coming in. And you wouldn't want to delay it because what's coming in is abundant and prosperous and creative and something you're meant to metaphorically give birth to. So we got the Monarch Butterfly here, Page of Wands, or Princess of Spring. it might be Knight of Wands. It's really, they're such similar energies to me. This new beginning's coming in. That's what you need to know. Energetic, outgoing, optimistic, creative. These are good power words too, so I'm going to post this afterwards. So you'll have that if you wanted to like make mantras around it. I definitely know I'll be using it to do just that. All right, so let's see what's going on in the body. There we go. And these ones, you know what? These ones I'm not going to take in reverse. I'm not doing it. We got a cat. Okay, Ace of Autumn. Calico Cat. Because there really is no reversals for these cards. Certain decks do reversals and certain decks don't. And this is one that really doesn't. But look at how cute. Oh my god. I'm a cat lady. I'm a total cat lady. So this makes me happy. So let's see. Ace of Autumn. So Ace of Pentacles. So the second ace in the reading that isn't sure which way it wants to be, which I feel like is a reflection of us, you know, because this is a mind, body, soul spread. So these are gifts that we have to align to receive. But I just feel like with the energy coming in that this is all process, and that us stressing out about aligning to something isn't going to help us to align to something. So I feel like the message here is to keep walking away from things that don't serve you. And by doing that, you are automatically walking towards things that do. You will feel it. You will in your soul. You know, that's why the Queen of Cups is here, to be like, how is this making you feel? And as long as you know you have power. There's so much power in knowing your emotional truth. It doesn't get more powerful than your emotions. And you're in control of them here. This card is upright. So I'm curious to see what will be up next. And then for the Calico Cat, it says, you can expect a windfall of abundance, which does go along with the sun. Dang. All right. Such as money, timely assistance, a serendipitous meeting, or rewarding advice. You may be offered a fabulous new job or promotion. Heck yes. Or the prospect of a profitable business venture or investment. We love. Doesn't get better than that. So this is really beautiful energy. All right. So let me see what wants to come up underneath what wants to come out underneath the Queen of Cups here. So, underneath living in this emotional truth. Let's see here. Try and get it so that it's like all upright. Okay. Interesting. Couldn't have been straightforward. Okay, so again, we don't do reversals, but this did pop out in reverse. Like, we don't do reversals with this deck but I can tell you the reverse meaning. So I'm seeing where the disconnect is. So this came out in reverse, right? So this is the Six of Wands, or the Six of Springs. This is the Victory card. Now, it came out in reverse, but in our soul, we are the Queen of Cups. Like, that's how it's showing. We are connected to our emotions. So, but maybe one thing we're, like, not feeling yet is that feeling of victory. I think that's what we've really got to ground into, is feeling that, like, believing that it's possible, which can be really hard when there's so much emotion. But I think the important thing here is saying something to yourself along the lines of, I open myself up to new beginnings. I align with the things that serve my highest good and walk away from the things that don't. Anything that symbol could really help with this energy. And it's a rescue dog, mixed breed. And the message is, oh, it's the same message. Interesting. You may receive a promotion, be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you're signaled out for special recognition. You've done an amazing job, and you deserve all the attention. This is so much around self-worth. It really, truly is. And, like, being able to recognize yourself as worthy. And that's not easy for a lot of people in this society. In general, it's really hard for us to recognize ourselves as these worthy creatures, but we couldn't be more worthy. Like, we're all part of the universe. The universe requires our participation, and I don't think that's selfish or arrogant to think that. It's just what is, you know. Been listening to a lot of Abraham Hicks lately, and she talks a lot about that. Just, you know, we as humans are here to experience the contrast. And so sometimes when there is a lack of resistance, we almost get freaked out. And I do think with these higher energy streams, and after going through a time where it's been so hard, maybe we're not really trusting the fact that it could get easier. But it definitely can, you know what I mean? Because I think that we've learned through this time, and we've gained wisdom, and, you know, are ready for a new beginning. We're so ready. We are more ready than we think. It's just about getting into this place of inner knowing and recognizing that you're ready for this new prosperous beginning of letting yourself align. And I feel like the only action that the universe is asking you to take besides aligning, which is easier said than done, but is walking away from things, people, places that just aren't serving you. Like, and maybe they did at one time, you know, they're all upright. But it's just time to, like, keep going, keep moving. Don't be afraid to keep moving. And if you're not sure where you're heading, check in with how you're feeling, because that's going to tell you if you're going in the right direction. But I do think that the universe will help you in this process, will help you calibrate. And you can always ask your spirit guides to kind of like help calibrate me. And I'm asking mine too, by the way. Help calibrate me in a direction that will serve my highest good, that will open me up to new beginnings, new love, new creativity, new, I wanted to say new streams of passion, which is not something I would say, but I'm channeling, so it makes sense. Yeah, like, open me up to the new, help me calibrate to the new, that will serve me, and let go of what doesn't. So this reading is pretty straightforward, but it's all about, you know, feeling the worthiness that is here for you. It is already here. It's about aligning to it, and kind of making the decision to let go of the resistance. And sometimes we don't realize how comfortable we are in the resistance. And I am definitely speaking from personal experience. You know, I recently got a bunch of certifications as an alchemist, as an elemental healer, as a crystal healer, but I still go through the same things, and we all do, you know, of like wanting to feel worthy of the big things, and that really is the work of our life, to take all of it in and recognize that it is already here. It's just a matter of deciding that we're going to see it, and I really do think we get there. I just do. I just think that right now we're still walking towards it, and aligning with it, and yeah, so I think that we're on our way to a really beautiful time. Like the middle here, there's like something new. And I mean, there's 2 cards around job promotion, so that's kind of interesting. You know, part of me was feeling into this as more of a love full moon, but I don't see that energy here. I see it more as a like sovereign energy, and connecting in with your own emotional authority, maybe even more than truth. yeah, connecting in with that and like stepping up to these like leadership roles, new positions. You're stepping into the new. You really are. And it's going to be an abundant good thing. You just have to recognize that you deserve it. So with that, I think I'm going to close the circle. Yeah, 2 of Autumn on the bottom in reverse. But I think the energy is pretty clear here. Like, I don't even think any more cards are necessary because the assignment is knowing you're worthy, aligning to feelings of worthiness. Seeing yourself as worthy. That is the assignment. So from the universe, it's like, see yourself as the sun, as the queen. Let this ace come in. That's here for you when you're ready. Keep walking towards it, and don't worry so much about reaching it, because I definitely feel like you will once you make the choice to see yourself as this sovereign, worthy being that you are. And so I feel like it's really fitting that I chose to wear this crown tonight. My friend who's a Leo was like, she put a post up and it was like, see yourself as like the king or the queen or the queen, like, that you are. See yourself as that. And I was like, you know what? That makes me want to get my crown. Like, the lion doesn't act like a mouse. You know what I mean? It acts like a lion. So, and while Leo is a performative, external sign, kind of masculine sign in some ways, this energy that's going on right now is way deeper than that. It starts from the inside out. And that was the message I was kind of like, before the cards were out, that I've been channeling this week, is this expansion that's happening right now, and revolution that's coming from the inside out. Our souls want to be seen, so that they are the thing that's worthy of recognition. And when we align to our soul's truth, there's no stopping us. And so, it's going to be expansion that I don't know if we've seen in our lifetimes before. It's going to be big. You're definitely going to feel it in some way. And I guess my advice is to just keep walking, to keep choosing to align to energy streams of worthiness, of new beginnings, and abundance and prosperity, because that's what's on the table here. That's what's coming in. It's here for you. So know that you're worthy. All right, I'm going to close the circle and leave it there if no one has any other questions. And thank you so much for joining me. And I'll post this later too. All right, so I released the element of spirit from the circle tonight. Thank you so much for being here with us throughout this process, throughout this time on our planet. Thank you for continuing to be with us after we release you. Thank you for showing up in all different signs and messages that are clear to us, that remind us that magic is real, that we are worthy, that we are divine and beings. And thank you for also letting us, helping us find ways to revel in the fact that we're divine beings and human. Thank you for helping us come into alignment with those two things and living from our soul's truth. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the north element of earth, thank you for being here tonight. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Thank you for continuing to keep us safe and protected and grounded and secure. Remind us that all is well when we're feeling lost, and continue to walk beside us. Ancestors and spirit guides, always be with us. But for now, we release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the west element of water, I release you from the circle tonight with so much gratitude. Thank you for continuing to help us heal emotionally and to walk away from all that no longer serves us, to let ourselves and our souls be cleansed. of what was, so that we can welcome in all the abundance and prosperity that these new beginnings and new chapters have to offer. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. Guides and guardians of the South, element of fire, thank you for being here tonight to help us continue to burn clean all that no longer serves us. And thank you, under this Leo full moon, for connecting us with our sovereignty, with our empowerment, with feelings of worthiness more than anything. I released you from the circle with so much gratitude. And finally, I release the guides and guardians of the East, element of air. Thank you for being here to help us not only see, but to open and walk through the new doors and new opportunities and chapters in our lives that will serve our highest good and the highest good of all. I release you from the circle with so much gratitude. I release all guides and guardians of love and light. And with that, the circle is closed. The circle is closed. Amen. Blessed be harm none. It is done, it is done, it is done. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. And so it is. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. Hi. Oh yeah, no worries. The mystical tree bard. Yeah, I thank you. This is from the Sage Goddess. Surprise, surprise. It's titanium quartz. And I don't know what's with my phone tonight, but there's like a weird filter on it where you can't really see. But thank you. I got it as a birthday present a couple years ago. Oh yay. That's awesome, Thomas. I'm so glad that you were here, and thank you for joining. I really, really appreciate it. Always feels so much better when people are here joining me live, and I'm glad that this was your first card reading, because that's a good experience. So know that you're worthy. That's the main message that came through, Mystical Tree Bard, and I'll let you watch the replay. I'm going to post this now. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of this channel. If you want, definitely give me a follow on my YouTube. I think that's where I might be doing that, this new moon that's coming up. Oh, cool. I'm so nervous to type, but my YouTube is Janine, Janene, like it is in, on the profile here, Gibbons, Gibbons. So if you find me on YouTube, I'll be over there next month, and I'll keep you updated on here as well. And let me know anytime you need a personal reading, and definitely continue to join me for the collective ones. I appreciate it. All right, take care, and happy full moon in Leo. Know you're worthy.